What up, peeps? It's your boy, Church Boy, back again with another video just for you. How y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well out there, man. Yo, you guys know, listen, I'm still on Alice in Chains. I'm still on Alice in Chains. I think, I don't believe that I've ever come across, I'm not sure if Lane is writing the songs. I don't know. But I don't believe that I've come across an artist thus far who is really, really digging into the dark side of life. You know, the problems of human beings. Lane is attacking some issues in his lyrics, man. Like I want to say he's a dark lyricist. I don't know. But I do believe that he likes to attack some issues like drug abuse and maybe suicide or death in general. You know, like he's talking about some stuff in his songs, man. Some stuff that people face on a daily basis. And I respect him. You guys gotta let me know if he's writing the songs. I don't know, but I respect his lyrics because I respect the fact that he's providing a voice to people who just don't have a voice, or they just don't have the courage to speak out and admit how they feel and what they go through on a daily basis. So I'm feeling Lane right now. I'm feeling Alice in Chains, not because they're great instrumentalists. I feel them because they're a dope band and they're attacking some mental issues and death and drugs, and just dealing with the ugly side of life, man. I respect these guys. But anyway, Teal recommended that I listen to this song by Alice in Chains called Rain When I Die. And that's what I'm going to do, Teal. I'm going to do that right now. So without further ado, here's Alice in Chains performing Rain When I Die. Let's do this. Love that riff. What was that? Jeez, that's a lot of people. Okay. All right. Right out the gate. You know what I'm thinking of? It may not even be. I'm a bit of a wrestling fan, or I was a bit of a wrestling fan back in the day. I think this sounds familiar to Hollywood Hogan, NWO. I like it. Kind of puts me in that mind state. I don't know. Call me crazy, but yeah. I like it. I like that riff though. That riff is fire. feeling that. I'm feeling that riff. That riff is absolutely fire. They're in C sharp. And I believe the last song that I listened to of theirs was in C sharp. I think they like C sharp. I'm a huge fan of C sharp. I love C sharp. You can do some wonderful things musically in C sharp. I love it. Not sure where he's going lyrically though. But I gotta try that riff. It's a pentatonic riff, and I kind of do something similar to that when I play. But they're in C sharp. Let's try it. I'm gonna butcher it. I don't care. I gotta try it. So they're here. They're doing something like yeah, that is dope. I feel that. Yeah, let me try it again. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's dope. And what they just did here a second ago, they went to the 4. They went to the 4 briefly. They did something like and then they went right back to that same riff. Yeah, they went. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice off riff, because when you go to the A, yeah, and then you go to the 4. I like that. Yeah, that is dope. I gotta work on that. I'm feeling that rip. Where is he going lyrically though? What is he talking about? What is this slow castration? Who is this woman that he's talking of? I'm pretty sure there's a double meaning somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure we'll find out. Let's let him continue on. What is he talking about there? I love that riff. That's dope right there. I like that harmony. That harmony is fire. Okay. She don't want me to hide. She don't want me to cry. All right. Is he talking about drugs again? I don't know. I think he's talking about. I thought he was talking about death initially. I'm like, maybe he's talking about death, But I'm thinking he's talking about drugs. She won't let me hide. She won't let me cry. It's. I think it's drugs. Man. I don't know. But yeah, that riff is absolutely fire. That harmony they just did. I want to take it back. That harmony was fire. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bother you guys with it. But that harmony was on point. what is he saying? He thinks it's gonna rain when he dies. What is he saying there? I do believe that he's talking about drugs. I think he's talking about addiction. He's talking about the drug calling him on a daily or nightly basis. Is it going to be a good trip? Is it going to be a bad trip? I believe he's talking about the ups and downs, from of drug abuse. But what is he saying when he's saying that he thinks it's going to rain when he dies? I don't know. You guys got to enlighten me. I don't know. I'm lost there. I love that guitar. I love that guitar. Ooh. I gotta take that back. Sorry, people. I gotta take that back. Let me hear that again. This is already dope, but I want to hear the right here. That's fire. Yeah, that's on point. That's on point. Yeah. That's on point. I like that. I like that. What is he saying though? He thinks it's gonna rain when he dies. Man, I don't know. I initially thought he was talking about death. Death was calling him. Death was coming after him. But now, it's drugs. It's drugs. And I do believe he was talking about the ups and downs of drugs. You may feel good when you're in it, but when you're crashing from it or when you're needing it, when you're needing that drug, that's one of the downsides of it, man. And it's, and the after effects, how it affects you negatively affects you like with other people. For example, your family, your friends, or the band. Hey, I've been a part of a band, who, a huge part of the band, like an important piece of the band was on drugs. And, it was tough. It was tough dealing with that, man. Really, it was tough, having that person miss rehearsals, and all the excuses, and you knew what it was. That person was on drugs, and there was nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could try to get them help. You can reach out to their family members, but there was nothing you can do. Man, listen, man. In one form or another, we've all been there. We've all had our shortcomings. Some of us aren't exactly hooked on drugs or hooked on alcohol or things like that. A lot of us are hooked on sugar. Like look at me, look at these man boobs in this stomach here. Yo, I'm a sugarhead myself. I know one of my shortcomings in life, one of my vices in life is food in general, but really sugar, man. Really, I will smack somebody for a Lorna Doone cookie. All right, I will end my diet, obliterate my diet for an oatmeal cream pie. I get it, man. Yo, it's, I know it's nowhere near the level of drugs, but hey, I have my vice, and my vice is food. So I understand where he's coming from. In no way am I comparing it to what he's singing about. I can never compare it to that, because I know some people who are addicted to drugs, and those people, man, those people need help. They need help. I have a nephew, who's addicted to drugs, like real drugs, not alcohol, not weed, not nothing like that. drugs, you know. And some people don't know, like, if a drug addiction, really, when someone in your family is addicted to drugs, man, some people don't understand the effect that it has on the family. Some people don't understand the effect it has on the loved ones who really care about that person who's on drugs, man. It takes a toll on all of us, and it hurts us. Man, it's really tough, man. So I was kind of picking up what Lane was putting down, man. I was kind of picking up what he's putting down, but I still don't know what he's saying when he's singing about, you know, it's gonna rain when he dies. I don't get it. You guys gotta let me know. But I'm feeling the instrumentation. You know, I love these great musicians here. Of course, art is subjective. You know, so I'm not going to be able to decipher all of the lyrics of these tracks here, you know, and that's where you guys come into play. You guys got to let me know what I'm missing, man. But yes, I do like this Lane guy. I think if he's writing the songs, man, he has a mindset. He has creativity. And you guys told me that he died maybe from drugs. Man, that's horrible. That's horrible, man. I do believe that he was facing some demons, you know, on a daily basis, man. But I do believe through his music, you know, he was helping other people. In church, we have something called testimony service in church. And I'm gonna say it again. In church, we have something called testimony service. And testimony service is when someone gets up in front of the church and they talk about not only the goodness of God, but they talk about what they overcame, you know. And really, even the Bible says when a person talks about what they overcame by way of testimony in church, it helps other people. Even the Bible says when you talk about your testimony, when you talk about what God has brought you through, you help people overcome, you know, because they are delivered and helped through via your message. And that's what I believe Lane is doing here. I believe he helped a lot of people by addressing issues with drugs and death and, you know, and the sadness of life. I don't think it was a vehicle for people to hide in, you know, or ride down the road in and get lost. I believe the purpose of his music, this is from my perspective, I believe the purpose of his music was to help people handle and deal with the dark times in life. Call me crazy, I don't know, but you guys got to let me know. But let me know if I'm crazy. I think I'm picking up what he's putting down, but let me know. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But above anything else, love each other. Take care of each other. Peace. God bless.